All right, guys, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your bludgeoning instruments to break whatever device you're watching this on. We are going to be taking a look at the Stadia Connect from earlier, well, it's probably yesterday by the time you're watching this. This is the 11th Hour Gaming Channel's Road to E3. Hi, how's it going, everybody? My name's AJ Gills, by the way, and as I said, this is the 11th Hour Gaming Channel. If you couldn't tell from that intro, not looking forward to this, in all honesty. I thought Stadia, I think it's Stadia. I keep trying to pronounce it Stadia for some reason, but either way, I think Stadia is a ridiculous idea. If you don't know what it is, you missed one. I think we talked about it about a month and a half ago. But basically, the concept is Google's trying to have the future of gaming, where you can stream games straight to, I think, almost any device. I think I've even seen that, I've heard that you can even stream it to a phone. I still think that's really dumb, but apparently you can stream it to your phone. Again, I haven't seen this video like usual. I'm going in blind. I read like one article for this today, and that was like a what the internet speeds you needed for for what quality to stream the game at. And when I say stream the game, I'm not talking like Twitch stream. I'm talking like full on the game is running somewhere else and you're playing it on, and it's streaming to your device. It's like Netflix for video games, as far as how I'm understanding how this is going to work. I think this is absolutely ridiculous. This is a horrible idea. I think I can't remember what the rate, what the speed that you need for just 1080p at 60 frames was. It didn't sound bad. But I have so many questions. Mostly, what happens if you like where I live and your internet rate actually fluctuates throughout the day? Does that mean only certain times of the day I can play games at the actual quality I want to play them at? Does that mean, or how mine fluctuates from minute to minute? If anybody remembers when I tried streaming last year, I'd have minutes that it was actually really good, and then minutes that it was complete ass. Or I guess it wasn't this time last year; it was earlier this year. God damn, this year's gone by slowly. Either way, I mean, there were times that I could do it and times that I couldn't, and sometimes it would happen multiple times in the span of an hour. So again, is my quality just going to constantly go up and down? What if my internet's completely out? So does that mean I can no longer play video games? I mean, it wouldn't piss me off so much if Google wasn't trying to push this as, yes, this is a Google product too. If the state of YouTube right now isn't enough to make you running screaming from another Google product. I mean, my internet's out. Well, can't play games anymore because this is the future of video games. What if you live out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, where your internet's probably not that great? I mean, and if you live out in the middle of nowhere, I mean, no offense, I have family who live out in the middle of nowhere. Good people, but their internet's not bad. I don't have great internet where I live. And it's better than that. Hell, the internet at my shitty apartment when I was living at school was way worse than it is here at my home. So does that mean if I was living at, if I was still living where I was going to school, that that I couldn't play games the right way? Now, look, if you want to tell me, and I know this is being really long-winded before we get into this, but I really want to get into why I think this is such a stupid idea. You want to tell me, well, AJ, again, we'll just play on your PS4, play on your Xbox. I plan to. I'm not, like I said, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. I think this is a horrible idea. But if this is, like they're saying, they're talking about the future of gaming. I've seen multiple, and I feel like Microsoft and PlayStation are both trying to figure streaming services out. I think this is a terrible idea. I think an on-demand service kind of works. Something kind of like how, like PlayStation Now, Xbox Game Pass. But as far as I understand those, the console itself is running the game. As far as I understand it, it's basically like renting a game digitally. Okay, cool. I think those services work if you want to do it. EA Origin, I think, is a really similar thing, like the Origin Vault. Okay. I think those are actually interesting ideas. I think Ubisoft is doing something similar to that, but I could through Uplay. But I honestly have a Uplay account that I don't really pay attention to. Either way, the streaming service, if you're not going to replace consoles or your traditional, I can buy my digital games and everything. Okay, fine. whatever, have it. I'll think it's dumb and not use it. And, you know, if some people like it, some people like it. If they don't, they don't. But when Google's coming out and saying this is the future of gaming, and I'm hearing Microsoft and Sony both kind of thinking of similar ideas, it kind of makes me go, oh, God, no. Please tell me they aren't going to go down this route. It screams what VR was, what motion controls were for the Wii. It's always, this is the future. This is the future. This is a great idea. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push the technology way further than we can actually get it to work. And now it's gimmicky. It doesn't work. Pick a reason why it fails. Again, it's why VR is a really cool idea. But it's nowhere near at the level or the price where it's worth it, if you ask me. At least if you ask me. And again, I think video game streaming. If in the perfect world you can get everyone's internet to work at the way to, you know, that you can get internet everywhere to be run at the speed, to run at high quality. Sure, I think this is a great idea, but we don't have that. I think this is a terrible idea. And then we get into the whole other issue that this is owned by Google. Which, again, with what they're doing to YouTube, with the giant, massive purge that's going on the site right now, with the demonetizations and everything that's going around, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you say something slightly edgy, I mean, hell, it's even... I know my channel's so small that I fly under almost every radar. I'm so insignificant, it doesn't fucking matter what I do, in all honesty. But sometimes... I mean, hell, because of all this, I was worried when I started BioShock Infinite that some of the stuff that the game was going to talk was going to get the video pulled down and get my channel in trouble because, it's talking about some really bad and dark things. Well, okay, but it's art. I'm not, you know, saying I believe in these views, but it's a part of a game. But even then, does that hurt me? Does that hurt my channel? And if I want to play stuff like that on this channel, if I do it on YouTube, is that going to be Google saying, okay, well, now all your Google stuff, your Stadia, because apparently through Stadia, you can also purchase games through Stadia. It's not just like a streaming, like a monthly fee. You can purchase an individual game. Well, okay, but you don't own the game. I mean, I guess it would technically be connected to your account, but again, with what Google's been doing recently, I don't trust them not to just rip it away from you. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm getting ranty. I'm getting into a tangent here. I'm sorry. This intro's gone on way too long. It's just there are so many things that I just see this going wrong with, and this is just up front. I haven't even seen this video. I'm heading in blind. I'm gonna try and keep optimistic, but. From looking in the comments of this, people weren't, I wouldn't say roasting it, but people were making fun of this pretty hard. They were making fun of even the fact that this is on trending. I mean, it's about 11 o'clock right now. This dropped this morning. It's about 11 o'clock at night this Thursday, the day that this came out. And it's only at about 1 million views now. It's on I think it said it's like at number 8 on trending. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how trending works. I usually stay away from trending when it comes to YouTube. But I don't know. A lot of people apparently it was on trending even before it hit that 1 million view mark. People were just kind of questioning that from all the watch this video next. Even big time outlets were making fun of this. I don't have a lot of hope. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Like I said, wear a cup, get your bashing instruments ready. Let's do this. I already hate it. I hate this white background dude walking forward.
Thanks so much for joining us today for the first Stadia Connect. This series gives you a look at Stadia news.
It is Stadia, okay.
Titles, bonus features, and more. We'll be posting these Stadia Connect videos from time to time to bring you the latest from Google straight to all of you, the players. We've got a bunch of exciting news to share with you today, so let's get started.
I hate his shoes.
3 months ago, we gave you a first look at Stadia, a new generation game platform powered by the best of Google. Today, we're going to tell you about the first wave of games available at launch.
Okay, right. Even then, we're seeing him play that. Let's go back a couple seconds. We're 45 seconds in, and I already want to address something. All right.
Months ago, we gave you a first look at Stadia.
We're just seeing this playing on a screen. I mean, okay, we see a tablet here. Maybe it's streaming to the tablet. I can't tell if he's playing like with a controller or something in his hand. We have no proof that this is actually running on. Let me see this run on a goddamn tablet. Let me see this run on one of these platforms that aren't that isn't a TV or a PC or something. Because again, I mean, this is something that's been talked about in the games industry for a long time. At these big reveal events, again, when you see they're showing the game up on the big screen. They've got the console or the PC or whatever, hooked up in like this glass box, and all the lights are on. And what you're seeing up on the screen is actual in-game footage, rendered in-game engine. Sure, but that thing is running on a beast of a PC behind the scenes. It's not running on the console that they're showing you out front. I don't believe this for a second. And even then, of course you're going to make sure your stage presentation works. You can't sell me on this. It's so hard for them to sell me on this. This is going to work so perfectly off the bat. I just, maybe I'm too cynical here. Maybe you can't. I don't know.
New generation game available.
I'm sorry.
We'll share pricing details, including an exclusive launch offer, and you'll learn how to become one of the first Stadia players. Stadia has been years in the making across different Google teams. Google's mission has always been to make information more accessible for everyone. With Stadia,
if the volume of this guy's a little low, I'm sorry. It's as high as I can get it, and if I'm coming in a little hot over on top of him, I'll just try and make sure I'm not talking over him.
Our goal is to make gaming more accessible for everyone too. We designed Stadia to bring together.
See, I hate that word. I fucking hate that word. Accessible. It's accessible to everyone. Yeah, it's already accessible to everyone. Okay. Let me rephrase. You want to sell me? So they want to tell me, oh, it's not accessible to everyone. There's a barrier to entry. There's the price of entry. It's however much a new console costs. Okay, what's a new console cost? It's about $400 or $500. $600 if you had the PS3. I think wasn't the PS3 $600 at launch? Could be wrong on that. I might be misremembering. Either way, so however much a new console costs, however much a new PC gaming rig costs. Okay. What's the service? It's and plus how much games cost. Okay. Well, what's this? It's not free. It's accessible to everyone. So is everything. I think the pricing I saw was like $9.99 a month. So it's $10 a month plus your internet bill. And from what I can, again, I don't know exactly how good of internet you necessarily need. I'm not great with the bit rates and everything on that. But again, even then, what they're saying the bit rates you need are, I don't trust them for a second. Again, I'm touching on the same comments. We're only a fucking minute in here. I don't believe this for a second, and again, I stand by it. Saying accessible for everyone is a bullshit buzzword statement. It doesn't mean anything. God damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I must be in the mood for a fight right now. I'm not trying to be an asshole.
From around the world into one global community of gamers. And Stadia makes it easy to play your favorite games on any screen in your life. At launch later this year, you'll be able to play Stadia games on your TV, desktop, laptop, tablet, and on Pixel smartphones.
I'm still calling bullshit. I'm still calling bullshit that it runs just fine on your phone. And if it's running that well on your phone, I mean, imagine how fucking hot that thing's gonna be. You're lucky if your phone doesn't explode right there in your fucking hand. But I still find it so hard to believe that it'll run that well on tablet and on smartphones. And again, then saying, well, you could play it on your TV. Okay, well, I have my console hooked up to a TV. You play it on your desktop. Well, if I already have a gaming PC, I'm just going to use Steam. Why would I use this? Who do, that's another thing that I've never fully understood about Stadia. Who does this appeal to? Pay us $9.99 a month. You can play your video games on your smartphone. No, I'd rather just play my PS4. Maybe I'm coming at this as a guy who owns both consoles, who owns a gaming PC, who's so firmly rooted in this world. I don't know. I mean, because honest to God, hardcore gamers, even casual gamers, and there's nothing wrong with being a casual gamer. All right, you know, I have really good friends who play maybe a Call of Duty and a Madden every year, maybe one or two other things, but for the most part, they don't follow the industry. They don't do whatever. Great people. I got nothing against them. If you're a casual gamer out there, there's nothing wrong with that. But who is this appealing to? It can't even be casuals. Say $9.99 a month and you can play your video games on your smartphone. Who wants to play their game on their smartphone? It sounds like a cool idea. It sounds like a cool idea up top. But even then, am I going to play it in the car? Well, the only times I'd want to play it on a tablet or a smartphone is when I'm on the go. Well, okay. Well, I have a Switch. Well, I'd much rather just play my Switch, in all honesty, because it's right there. Everything's running on my Switch. It works perfectly fine. Instead of spending on a streaming service, so hey, I can play games that I can't play on my Switch on my smartphone, but I also have to worry about my LTE and my wireless bill going up. Again, am I not? From all the trash that people are talking about this, I cannot be the only one who's looking at this going, who does this appeal to? Christ.
Pixel 3, as well as the brand new Pixel 3a that we announced last month. Wherever you are, Stadia lets you play the latest games. No downloads, no patches, no installs. Just grab your controller and you're in. This level of access and availability...
And watch it grind and grind and grind because your LTE network can't run it. Christ.
It's a huge shift in the gaming world. Instead of a console or a PC, you're using Google's data center as the platform. We handle the intense gameplay processing and graphics, so there's no console required to play your favorite games. That's what Stadia is all about, the games. Today, we're unveiling the very first...
I'm trying not to get redundant here. Jesus Christ, we're 212. We're 212 into a 25-minute video. Okay, so I don't need I don't need to buy another console. I can just play with Stadia. Well, you know, we're going to do all the processing for you. Well, fine. But I still need to be in a place where, I keep coming back to this, I need to be back into a place where the internet is good enough to run this and run it well. You know, it's I can maybe understand the idea of, well, this will let you get PC quality gaming on anything. You don't need the console, and the consoles are already a downgrade. You know, people call, you know, if anyone wants to call me a console scrub, console peasant, whatever, I prefer the plug and play of a console. I always have. It's just me. I've never been shy about that. But, you know, you can get PC quality game. Fine, but what's the internet? And how good's my internet? Again, I'm going to keep coming back to this. I'm going to keep harping on this because this is the biggest thing. The onus is still on the person because you still got to pay for the good enough internet to run it. Your internet's got to be consistent. And again, what happens on an outage? What do you do then? Well, you just throw away all your consoles because this is the only thing you're going to need. Well, sit in the dark now. Well, granted, not sit in the dark. You know, I mean, if your internet goes out, I guess your power goes out, you're not playing anything. But you get what I'm trying to get at here, right? This sounds like some utopia bullshit that won't ever work. And there's something that's really pissing me off about this dude looking off, like the camera's shooting him from this angle, but it's like he's looking at a teleprompter and the white background. There's just something about that annoys me. I had to get that in. I'm sorry.
First wave of games coming to the platform at launch. We're working with hundreds of leading publishers and developers around the world to deliver their biggest and best titles to Stadia.
I love how EA was one of the big ones up front. Yeah, EA, that's who you want to throw your hat in the ring with.
Games, first-person action and racing titles, and we're just getting started. This worldwide exclusive unveil comes straight from our friends at Larian Studios.
Oh, this is Baldur's Gate 3 got announced. I'm really sad because I was leaning towards Divinity Original Divinity Original Sin 3 on last week's show, but oh well, guess I was wrong. Oh, that's gross. So is this running on Stadia, or is this just a trailer? Come on, Google guy, I need to know. God damn, I love you, Larian. Oh my god, it's Cthulhu. I loved all the the squid tentacles up in the sky. That was neat. Yeah, like I said, we looked at that in last week's show. I was really hoping it was going to be what was I saying? That it was going to be the next
So Larian is a company where we try to give.
Sorry, I was hoping it was going to be Divinity Original Sin 2, but I guess I was wrong.
A lot of freedom because we want them to come with their IDs. Thanks, man. Forget it. My name is Sven Vinke. I am the founder and director of Larian Studios. So Larian Studios was founded in '97 in Ghent in Belgium. I've seen the entire evolution of the games industry. We keep on driving the state-of-the-art forward so fast. You don't have that in music, you don't have it in movies. But in video games you have it, and Stadia is like the next leap. I mean, it is quite revolutionary.
If it works.
It was founded to be able to create big epic RPGs in which the world reacts to what you're doing, in which you could play together with your friends. When we released Divinity Original Sin 1, I tried approaching Wizards of the Coast, trying to tell them that we should be the ones making Baldur's Gate 3. They didn't necessarily believe me back then, but then we started making Divinity Original Sin 2, and then at some point they just reached out to me and they said, well, you're the guy that wanted to make Baldur's Gate 3. Do you still want to make Baldur's Gate 3? And I say, yeah, of course I still want to make Baldur's Gate 3. And that got the conversation rolling, and before you knew it, we were constructing story. And it was awesome. It was a geek dream come true. Baldur's Gate 3 is the biggest game that we've ever done. We had to triple the size of the studio to be able to do it. Production values are very, very, very high. But the game deserves it. I mean, it's people have been waiting on it for a very long time, so it deserves to be top-notch in every single aspect. And it's shaping up to be a beautiful game. But the coolest thing about it all is that by bringing it to Stadia, pretty much everybody is going to be able to play it at the highest quality settings, because Stadia is democratic in that sense, if you want. It doesn't differentiate between what platform you're playing it on, because everything is server-based.
What? Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I was about to say Larian makes for PC, but actually, now that I think about it, no. Divinity Original Sin 2, the Divinity games did come over to home consoles, but again, one, is this going to be a Stadia? I keep trying to say Stadia. Is this going to be a Stadia exclusive? And if not, why the hell is this a part of this conference? Again, am I just being way overly cynical here? If I'm just going to get this game, again, I'm just going to get it on Steam. Oh, well, you can play it on the highest quality features if you get it with Stadia. Okay, but again, this is what I'm going to keep saying. It's the consistency of the quality. You know, again, my internet speeds go up and down throughout the day, from even hour to hour, minute to minute. Why would I want to get it through Stadia and have my quality go up and down, you know, as I'm doing shit, when I could just get it on Steam and have it be consistent at one level? I don't understand that. And then if I want it to be higher quality, I'll soup up my PC. I really don't understand this shit, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get up, take a break. I'm sorry. It's really hot in my office right now. I need to refill my water. So I'm gonna step away and hopefully not throw my computer on a window. Okay, refill my water. Had a good cry. Let's keep going.
We can't wait for you to play Baldur's Gate 3 on Stadia. And whether
Or I'll just play it on Steam or whatever. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
We'll share today. We know that players demand the most responsive experiences from their games.
Yeah, that's why I play on console.
To give you the
Or
fastest possible
PC.
between what your fingers are doing and what your eyes are seeing. So, what does that mean for the internet connection you're on right now? Let's quickly dig into the numbers. Our highest quality gaming experience is remarkable, with 4K HDR video at 60 frames per second and 5.1 surround sound. We're able to deliver this experience to users with a connection speed of around 35 megabits per second. And with Google handling the processing load, you can enjoy smooth gameplay even if you don't have that kind of connection. So let's say you have a connection speed of just 10 megabits per second. You can still get at least 720p video at 60 frames per second with stereo sound. We're really proud.
Okay. I'm gonna pull this back. Okay. Look, if they can pull this off, you know what? I will pull back my internet speed things. I mean, still, I stand by my statement. What if you don't live somewhere that you can get 35 megabits per second? Then your platform is completely useless to me. Because if I can only get this 1080p or whatever, or I can only get certain things, I'll just play consoles. I'll just play on a console or a gaming PC. Why do I need you? Okay, I still stand by. I also stand by my statement. Why the hell do I need you if I have any of these platforms? Because again, I'm not. Why would the hell would I want to play my game on my phone? But again, that's just me. I still have so much trouble believing this. I feel like this is a promise that there's no way that this can actually be achieved. And again, how often does somebody's internet run right here consistently and not dip, go back up, raise, go back down, dip? I don't know, man. I see problems with this idea. Again, if you can sustain this or higher, fine. But again, if it's dipping down, going up, dipping down, going up, I see some problems here. And again, it's even if this is 100% true. I'm sorry. I know. Oh, why won't you believe them? I don't know, man. I've been burned in the past.
Video at 60 frames per second with stereo sound. We're really proud of the experience we're able to deliver, and it's all thanks to more than 20 years of work at Google, building and optimizing our networks and data centers to support services with billions of users like YouTube, Gmail, Android, Google Play, Maps, and of course, Google Search. The latest...
Okay. You lead with YouTube. I get this was probably filmed before today when this was announced, when this dropped. But you lead with YouTube. A lot of people are really pissed off at you for this now. A lot of people have been pissed off with Google for a lot of things recently. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I sound like I'm bashing on YouTube. No, I love YouTube as a service. I love what it is. It's my issue is with Google and the people running it. That's what I want to say. I want to be clear when I say this. My issue is not with YouTube the platform, because I like YouTube the platform. My problem is the people who run the platforms, and there's a lot of political crap that go along with it. But I'm getting a little depressing. I try and keep this channel more upbeat. I try and keep this about the games. But right now, it's kind of hard.
Latency and speed demands of online gaming aren't far off from the demands we've been meeting for years. We handle the back end so you can play the games you want, when you want, on whatever screen you prefer. Back in October of 2018, we put this idea to the test with Project Stream. We invited users to stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second. It was a phenomenal gaming experience on a wide range of PCs and laptops that were simply running a Chrome browser. With Project Stream, we demonstrated that we can transmit the live instance from the data center to your screen faster than your eye is transmitting those images to your brain. That's critical for fast-paced games on Stadia.
Yeah, again, I don't know. I have trouble believing them. But you know, I just kind of thought about this because I know some of the games that we're actually seeing that we know are going to be on Stadia. The Division 2, I think Destiny 2 is going to be there. The upcoming Ghost Recon. These are all online games. So not only do I have to have my internet running those, to actually run to me playing with people and all that stuff, not only does my internet have to be running with those, it also has to be streaming the game to my console. Or wait, or does Google handle all the online features of the game itself and my internet only handles the streaming port? My head hurts a little bit now. I don't know. I'll if somebody can clear that one up for me. Because I guess it would make sense that Google would be running the internet connectivity for the game because they're the ones running the game. I'm just streaming it. Okay, I take that back. But still, I don't know, man. I still have I'm just going to have a big press X to doubt. Yes, I'm using that meme.
Like Mortal Kombat. It's truly a new paradigm for gaming. And since we announced Stadia a few months ago, we've gotten a lot of interest about this new way to play. In our conversations and meetups with game
yeah, and now a lot of people are making fun of you.
Possibilities of an ever-evolving play experience. And we can't wait to get Stadia in the hands of gamers later this year. So let's share some more details about the platform and what you'll need to get started at launch. You'll get the best experience playing with our new Stadia controller. It's designed specifically for streaming games, and it includes a capture button for your game footage and a button to access the Google Assistant. Of course, you can also play Stadia games with any supported game controller or with a mouse and keyboard. The only other thing you need is a screen to play on. Want to play on the HD TV in your living room? Just plug in a Chromecast Ultra. If you'd rather play on your laptop, desktop, or tablet, open a Chrome browser window. Our vision is for Stadia to run on any screen that runs Chrome. Or you...
How do I connect a controller to my phone? Am I thinking this is way more complicated than it has to be? But yeah, exactly. Like, how do I play these games on my phone? Like, how, do I need your controller, or can I hook up my Xbox controller and sync that with my phone? Is that even possible? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just because I've never thought about playing a game on my phone, or like I'm gonna play AC Odyssey on my phone. I've never had that want or that thought. The most portable thought that I've had for a recent game was, man, I'd love Persona 5 on my Switch.
You can use the Stadia app on your Pixel 3. We'll be expanding to more screens down the line too, including more smartphones. When you're ready to play, the Stadia controller connects directly to your game running in the Google data center. That direct connection is key to providing the highest possible performance and the best streaming experience.
Okay, so right there, I mean, so I assume if I'm going to play on my phone, I need a Stadia controller. And I just thought about this. I don't know, maybe it's not the same thing. Maybe I'm way off here. But I've done the game sharing with my between my PlayStation 4 and my Vita. Again, maybe I'm making comparisons of apples to oranges here. Maybe it's completely different, and I'm dumb. I mean, we know I'm dumb, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm thinking they're the same when they're not. But my internet at times, when I'm just in my living room, sometimes will drop the connection between my PlayStation 4 and my Vita, and I'm literally in the next room. I'm in the same when I'm with my Vita, I'm in the room with the modem, or with my Wi-Fi modem. I don't. Again, maybe I'm not if you're wondering what the point I'm making here is, if these are the similar processes, that won't work for me, but Stadia will. Stadia will be able to stream a game perfectly from my phone with no drops in quality, without, like I said, without the quality going up, down, and around, or dropping randomly while I'm in the middle of a session, or whatever. It will run perfectly and steady, is what they're trying to tell me. I don't buy it. This seems like they are living in a fantasy land. It sounds so pie-in-the-sky utopian. I just cannot believe that this will work as smoothly as they say. I'm sorry, this just sounds like bullshit.
We have so many more details.
And sorry, I didn't get into what I was saying about the comparison. No, the comparison is if I can't run my PlayStation to my internet to my Vita smoothly within the confines of my own house, how am I supposed to use the Google whatever data center that's I'm gonna put dollars to donuts in Silicon Valley in California to my internet and then into my phone for some reason? I know I'm harping on the phone thing. That just seems so dumb to me.
Details on the Stadia controller, which you can find at stadia.com. We're also a tweet away at Google Stadia to answer all your questions. We're very excited to introduce you to a number of new titles coming to Stadia at launch. Let's take a look.
I'm a wolf, raised to be the alpha, trained to follow.
Hey, it's the Punisher.
Alas, the beast can't be tamed that easily. This wild territory is the perfect den for my kind. A free world where I can roam and explore with no end. But I came here on the hunt, hidden among sheep, focused on their superficial dreams, moving up the food chain step by step before I dominate them all. With one target always clearly in my sights: to secure the future with technology others developed but were too fearful to deploy. By tooth and claw, I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule it.
I still love how that's the Punisher. I love this actor. I never remember his name, but I love him. Awesome. I mean, honestly, I think he is the Punisher in this. I mean, all you really need to hear him go is, oh, while he's punching somebody.
Gonna ghost take on the lone wolf? Maybe. Tracking, analyzing, stalking, patiently, tirelessly. But there is no place for the weak and the wounded here. We are wolves. Stand by.
Okay. Standing by.
You know, I thought this was supposed to be a I thought this was supposed to be a stream or a presentation for Stadia. Instead, so far, I've seen a Ghost Recon commercial and Baldur's Gate 3 commercial. I get it. They're like, this will be available on Stadia. But again, you're not. This isn't me. What will be available on this platform is not the selling point to me. I think the selling point it should be the tech and how it works. Hell, you can't even. These are just trailers. We're not even seeing you prove to me that this works. You're basically looking at me saying, "Trust me, guys, this works." This game also looks really creepy, and I'm kind of digging it. Kind of looks like if Silent Hill was kind of like a like a Pixar cartoon. Yeah, I stand by that statement. But no, I mean they're not trying to sell me on Stadia. They're just showing me game commercials now. Also, that looks really cool. Kegs of beer. Aight. Okay.
Tom Clancy's The Division 2 happened 7 months after a deadly pandemic that started in New York, spread not only across the nation, but also across the world. And you, as an agent of the Strategic Homeland Division, has been called to Washington, D.C. to help take the city back and save the country. So one of the major challenges is to take an RPG and to create a fast-paced, action-packed shooting game. We learned a lot.
I will say they did that. The game is really sweet.
And we improved on that. And what we have today, I think, is the best cover-based shooter RPG out there.
Maybe.
Choosing Washington, D.C. for the second game is that we have all of these amazing, iconic buildings. The White House, the Capitol, we have the Air and Space Museum, we have the Lincoln Memorial, and of course, there's even a control point at the base of the Washington Monument.
Stadia means that you can play your game anywhere. The collaboration with Google has been really awesome because they're a very open company, at least with us as partners. We know games and they know infrastructure. So together we can bring a powerful, visually appealing experience to all Stadia users. Together we can make the best of it. The exciting part
Still don't believe you.
partnering with Google is that they really have the bandwidth and just the physical infrastructure to pull something like this off. Bringing the Division 2 to Stadia has been a learning experience and an immensely thrilling journey. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do in the future.
That's a look at just some of the amazing titles we're bringing to you at launch. And now, here to tell you about Stadia's pricing and availability is my friend and colleague, John.
We're launching Stadia with a diverse mix of games from lots of genres and world-class game publishers. There's truly something for everyone. With Stadia, you can put your money toward the things that really matter, the latest, greatest game experiences that you can play anywhere. To unlock these experiences, we're offering a premium subscription for our Stadia players. Introducing Stadia Pro.
Oh,
Delivers the best of Stadia.
shocking.
$9.99 per month. Stadia Pro gives you regular content that we add to your library for being a Stadia Pro member at our highest streaming quality. 4K, HDR, 60 frames per second with 5.1 surround sound. And we're going a step further to celebrate players who want to be the first playing on Stadia. We know there's a passionate world of players out there who want bigger, better, more accessible gaming experiences. After announcing Stadia, we've heard from so many gamers who share our excitement. For those fans, we've created a custom
Who?
limited edition set of exclusive features and content. We call it the Stadia Founders Edition, and you can pre-order it starting today. The Founders Edition includes everything you need to get started with Stadia, and you'll have the first access to Stadia when it launches later this year. We want to make sure your games look great on the biggest screen in your home, so the Founders Edition comes with a Chromecast Ultra for streaming it up to 4K HDR at 60 frames per second directly to your TV. You'll also receive a limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, as well as 3 months of Stadia Pro. And we know gaming is more fun with a friend. The Founders Edition comes with a 3-month Buddy Pass, so you can gift Stadia Pro access to a friend or family member. You can also pick up an additional Stadia controller for $69.
I'm sorry. That was great. I love it. You can also pick up another Stadia Pro controller for $69. Just the way he kind of like paused, like you're gonna getting a deal. No, it costs about the same as a PlayStation or Xbox controller. I'm sorry. Oh god damn, I needed that. I needed a laugh to keep myself from crying.
Wasabi.
Oh god, that one on the end just looks like vomit.
You'll be among the first players to secure your exclusive Stadia name. So you'll get the Stadia name you want and the bragging rights that go along with it. So you're getting a Chromecast Ultra, the limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, 3 months of Stadia Pro for you and a friend, and you'll be among the first players to select a Stadia name. It's all in the Stadia Founders Edition, and it's coming to these 14 countries.
And how much does it cost?
And we're working hard to expand Stadia to additional countries in 2020 and beyond. We do have one more surprise. Gamers who buy the Stadia Founders Edition will get the complete Destiny 2 experience as part of Stadia Pro. Let's take
And how much does it cost? How much is this Founders Edition? Is it that $9.99 a month? Do I need to hop in at a certain point in time? Let me know.
I was like screaming, I'm so badass right now. I've been playing games for 30 years.
You're also part of a marketing video for your own game, so I don't believe you.
Playing with your friends. My best moments are with other players. The first time I beat Vault of Glass, I know who was there with me. And that just makes it feel so much more rich.
Bungie's always been at the forefront of exploring new ways to bring our games to our players.
We are now our own publisher. Did you know this? And with Stadia, we get to be the tip of the spear with something that's new. Our push now is to remove all the barriers that we have to playing Destiny.
Whenever, wherever.
What?
Whomever you want.
God damn it. What barriers? You still need an internet. You still need internet. You still need to pay to play these things. You still need, okay, I'm not going to buy a $400, I'm not going to buy a $400 console, but I'm still going to need a TV that can, I'm still going to need to buy a TV good enough to run this stuff. I'm going to need, sorry, excuse me, this Chromecast bullshit. I'm going to need one of these, your special Google phones. I might as well just buy a console. What the God, okay.
Allowing players to have access to all of it. All of our planets, all of our cooperative strikes, all of our competitive modes, Gambit, raids. It's all there for players to jump in and have fun with.
Shadow.
I mean, honestly,
Destiny story.
I would be less pissed off if Google just said we're making our own home video game console. Wow.
It's a pretty haunting tale. There are these nightmares that are walking the moon, and you'll have to find a way to conquer these nightmares and face your fears.
We have a lot to do with Destiny 2. We're not done yet.
We now are in control of our own destiny.
I honestly didn't. Oh, that's no.
We have an incredible community.
I didn't even know they were still making content for this game.
An entirely new opportunity for players to come in and play with their friends from around the world.
Looking to the future always brings us back to the past. Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices. Their endless torment reshapes our moon. Nightmares now stalk the surface. Walking shadows, seeking vengeance. Our old fears, they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened. We must bring an end to this suffering. One way or another.
A big thank you to our friends at Bungie for partnering with us to bring the full Destiny 2 experience to Stadia. The base game, all previous add-ons, the newest expansion, and the annual pass. They're all included in your Stadia Pro subscription. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to transfer your Destiny Guardian to Stadia from any other platforms. To recap, the Stadia Founders Edition comes with limited edition Night Blue controller.
Okay, but how much is the Founders Edition?
3 months of Stadia Pro, the full Destiny 2 experience, first dibs on your Stadia name, and a buddy pass to give Stadia Pro to a friend for 3 months. Good luck deciding who you're going to give it to. When you add everything up, that's almost $300 of value. And you'll get it all in the Founders Edition for just $129.
Okay.
You can pre-order now.
You know what?
We're excited to offer the
Not
Founders
as...
Edition to gamers around the world, but it's only available for a limited...
I'm going to be honest. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was actually expecting over $200, so I will give him that. The pricing of this is actually, I have no issue with the pricing. I actually think $9.99 a month isn't really that bad. Along with, again, with $129 for this, that it comes with their controller. So you even let's say I actually wanted this. It comes with their controller. It gives me my account name. It gives me all this stuff. I guess I understand it. For $129, that's not awful, and that $9.99 monthly price isn't that bad. I like the buddy pass. My issue is more. That could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. If anything, oddly enough, the pricing I think is the best part of this. There we go. I said something nice.
So don't wait too long to pre-order. If you don't want the Founders Edition or Stadia Pro, you can still buy and play Stadia games without a subscription. Simply buy the games you want when you want them. We call this Stadia Base, and any games you purchase, they're yours to play whenever you want. So whether you're ready to go all in...
Until Google just decides to say no.
All right, let's bring Phil back for a few final details and surprises.
Thanks for tuning in to this first look at some of our most exciting launch titles.
And also, if anyone wants, how is that different than like buying a game digitally with Sony and Microsoft and whatever? Yeah, I get it. It's technically the same. It's account based. It's connected between these two. It's connected between. Let me start the sentence over. It's account based. Games are linked to your account. Yada 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 yada. I understand that. Though granted, I could probably just download my entire library onto my PlayStation, but it's again either way. I've not seen Sony and Microsoft do what Google has done recently, where Google seems to grab what people are saying on other platforms, even that aren't YouTube. They're grabbing, or again, would what somebody says on YouTube affect their Stadia account? I really question that. I really question that with what Google has been doing recently. And this isn't just YouTube stuff. This is even if we go out into IRL politics and whatnot, even what they do out there. I really question it because I don't see Sony doing stuff like that. I don't see Microsoft doing stuff like that. Maybe they have, but they're not stories like what Google's done. And especially with what Google is doing, it makes me extremely more wary to say, here's my money, give me an account. I know I technically don't own these games, and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder, waiting for you to take them away. That is a really big fear of mine with this platform, and yeesh.
Pricing details and how to access Stadia right at launch. You can get more details and info at stadia.com/FAQ, or you can find it in the description here, or tweet us at Google Stadia. We'll have much more to come soon, including additional announcements from some of the world's best game publishers. Thanks for watching. I can't wait for you to experience Stadia for yourself. And with that, we're excited to show you one last collection of games.
Listen up already.
Hate to tell you, but Rage 2, not a big selling point. It was okay. And let's... Are we gonna get any, like... Yeah, all right. Well, we get the point. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I've made all my points, man. I have questions about the internet speeds and everything like that. And hell, even if you want to tell me that I'm vastly overestimating, internet speeds or whatever, that 35 megabits is actually not that much, and that almost anyone's can run that. Even if you want to tell me that, all right, fine. My next question is, even if we go beyond that, why the hell would I want this? And you can tell me, well, it's not for you because you have the consoles and everything. Well, okay, but I don't get why this is any different or better. I really don't. Because again, I'm going to be stuck inside my house anyways, because I'm not going to run this on my LTE or my wireless when I'm outside of the house. Because I'm going to run on my internet at home. Okay, but at that point, why then am I using a tablet? I can understand a laptop, but even then, get a gaming laptop. Just get a gaming laptop and use Steam. If you're going to use it with a TV or anything, get a console. Get a PC. I don't understand that. Again, it's like I said, even if the internet thing isn't an issue, like I think it will be. Wait, is this? I want to see that last section, because that was that Uncharted? Well, I'm sorry, I got Tomb Raider. No, that's got to be Tomb Raider. That can't be Uncharted. No way, that's Uncharted. Sorry, I get distracted. I know. I feel like I was really driving home a point. But no, like I said, even if the internet thing isn't a big issue, I still think the next big problem is is why the hell would I want this? For me to get this, it would be a waste of money. Passing this off as the future of gaming. No, to me, this seems like a massive lateral move. If anything, more complicated than just buying a console or buying a PC. That's my take. I thought this was dumb when I first heard about it, and I think it's dumb now. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Am I way off? Do you agree with me? Or is it even dumber than I even think it is? Tell me, if there's other articles that, are trying to sell its praises that you think I should read, or that, I don't know, maybe some people out there have heard something that I haven't heard and that's worse than I believe. I don't know. Send me links. I'm happy to read them, happy to have my mind changed. But yeah, from everything I've seen, this is just, this looks like just a massive turd out the bat. But all right, guys. Well, there's our first little bit of road to E3 for the next. Because I have one other video planned for either tomorrow or Saturday. Wasn't planning on doing the weekly show, but I might do something kind of like it, anyways. And all that. I'm going to spend some time tonight. I know it's late, but I kind of slept during the day. After I got back from work, I kind of slept during the day. So I'm gonna do some work. But tomorrow, middle of the day to early afternoon, don't expect uploads. I know it's Friday. I should technically be off of work, but I have to go and clean out my apartment because my lease is coming up, and I have to completely move out. So I have to get that done. So other than that, we got E3 starting on Sunday the 9th. I know technically EA, I believe, is the day before, but the way they're doing it this year, I just want to pull bits and pieces of that and do it in its own kind of thing. But the conferences we're watching this year are Microsoft. It's 3 p.m. I'm in Central Time, so it's 3 p.m. Central is when I'm going to be checking out Microsoft. I'm not streaming these. I don't know why I'm telling you the times, but so that one should be up around midday for the Microsoft conference, and then we have Bethesda later that night. And then on Monday the 10th, there is the Ubisoft E3 conference. It's going on while I am at work. So I will be doing that after I get home, and then Square Enix later that day. If you want to see the Devolver Digital or maybe the PC Gaming Show or something else or clips or whatever, again, message me and I'll look into it. Other than that, I really got to end this because I think I'm dehydrating because I'm starting to get dizzy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links and stuff is down in the description. Along with a link to this video. Like, comment, you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gills. This is Something Game Channel. I'm out.